It's a tale about a young man named Edmund, a 19-year-old sailor on the edge of everything he's ever dreamed of. He was standing at the highest point of happiness until jealousy, hatred, and betrayal struck. Wicked men conspired against him, and Edmund was falsely accused, thrown into prison. This book was gifted to me by a beloved friend. I was so excited to dive in, but I'll be honest, I was also terrified. It's a massive classic, and English isn't even my first language. That's when, during a conversation with Tabaki, we came up with the most reckless, impossible idea. We would each pick an impossible book and read it in 12 hours straight. My challenge was The Count of Monte Cristo, and hers? Well, let's just say it was a Japanese novel. You'll have to check out her channel to see how her journey went. So the plan was simple: read for 12 hours. But do you know what actually happened? I had actually started this book before, just 37 pages in, but today I picked it up again for real. It was nearly 7 a.m. when I began my first hour. Honestly, it felt surprisingly easy, even satisfying. I was excited not just for the story itself, but also for the challenge. The second hour went by just as smoothly. I didn't even feel the time passing or any pressure. It was just me, the book, and Edmund's word unfolding. For a moment, I forgot this was even a challenge. I was simply reading, page after page. The third hour was intense. I sank deeper and deeper into Edmund's world, and honestly, I just wanted to know everything that would happen to him. Every time the story shifted to other characters, I found myself impatient, almost frustrated. I didn't care about anyone else. I just wanted Edmund. By the fourth hour, the story grew heavier. My eyes were a little tired, but the drama kept me hooked. Every twist, every betrayal, it felt raw, almost personal. I couldn't help imagining myself in Edmund's place, losing everything in one single blow. I actually read this session in 2 parts. First, I sat down and pushed through a good chunk of pages. Then I took a short walk just to clear my head and stretch my legs. When I came back and finished the hour, the story completely overwhelmed me. So much was happening, and I realized I had been focusing so hard that I almost forgot to breathe. After closing the book, I headed to the kitchen to prepare some lunch, or maybe dinner. Time was starting to blur together. After that break, the 6th hour felt surprisingly smooth. I was definitely tired, but the story was just too good. I kept turning the pages with that mix of exhaustion and excitement. You know, when your body is drained, but your mind is completely alive? That was me. The 7th hour, though, that was the end of me. I couldn't keep it up anymore. My eyes refused to focus on the tiny words, and my brain felt foggy. I went out to the balcony, trying to breathe, trying to wake myself up with some fresh air. And then I decided to give up. Between the 6th and 7th hour, I also had some work to finish, and by then, I just didn't have the energy to push further. Maybe that means I failed the challenge. But here's the thing. I didn't feel like a failure at all. I was proud. I had read so much of the Count of Monte Cristo, a book I'd been afraid of for so long. I didn't hit the page number I dreamed of, but I lived the story, and that was enough.